What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda on our website this week. This is going to be episode 645 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Ia92s Lightsaber coming in at 4.5 megabytes of a download. This is a really cool lightsaber mod indeed. Only 2 variants of this particular sort of blade, shall we say, within the game. Location is going to be set on screen now. Very easy to get to. Go into the main city itself and have a little wander up, and you will be greeted with this chest buried within the snowy hills. Open up and there should be 2 hilt versions for you to pick up, which obviously corresponding with the different colours of the blades. Very nice indeed. I love how these are textured. This is actually a really nice lightsaber mod. I've seen a few, I've played with a few as well that have hit on the Bethesda website for consoles, and if I'm honest, the hilt itself, not a massive fan of, but the actual polygons and the colours and the way that the lightsaber is actually presented within the game, the actual lightsaber, is really nice indeed. I actually really like this, and as well 4.5 megabytes of a download is a brilliant download size, and you compare this obviously with last videos with the Jedi or Sith robes. Again, colours might clash with the lightsabers and correspondent with the Siths, but if you're a Jedi, grab this one, pair it together, and trust me, you're pretty much set out for the week. Spriggan Vampire Lord coming in at less than 1 megabyte of a download. This is a simple reskin of a Vampire Lord within the Spriggan form. Now I must say this is going to be a little bit of a weird mod. Everything works apart from one limb. In my personal preference, I'm not too sure if it's meant to be like that, but one of the actual arms of the Spriggan form within the vampire form is slightly twisted and bowed. But other than that, it's pretty much flawless on this particular one. If they could just iron out or tweak that out, that would be absolutely great. And all you need to do for this particular one is install it, reset the game, jump back in, and hey presto, it should instantly take the form. That's exactly what I did on this particular clip that you're seeing right now. And as I said before, if you just fix the arm, I think this would be a pretty perfect mod for what it is actually describing and displaying. Malmanas Weapons Special Edition coming in at 4.1 megabytes of a download, a port from the nexusmods.com. For this particular one, it contains a bunch of different weapons, all scaling from swords, daggers, maces, greatswords, warhammers, and so on and so forth. In total for this particular mod, it will contain 7 swords, 2 daggers, 7 maces, 2 greatswords, and 2 warhammers. Honestly, they are very nice indeed, and pretty much fit seamlessly within the game. It's actually kind of crazy. It took me a little while, to be totally honest, to actually pick these out and find them. If you weren't familiarized with the vanilla assets within the game, I think you would have brushed over these, if I'm perfectly honest. They fit in there very nicely indeed, very lore friendly. They look absolutely great. The scaling on them as well is going to be perfect, and the models, meshes, and textures are pretty much going to be identical, as I said before, and I'm going to say it again, to the vanilla ones within the game. Super Simple Smithing Overhaul Update coming in at 5.3 kilobytes of a download allows all weapons and armor to be upgraded at the same rates by adding ranks to the first perks in smithing trees like other perks. Steel smithing is now known as blacksmith, and the first rank allows you to create steel and bone meld items and allows you to upgrade the items 20% more. The next allows you to upgrade it 40, etc, etc. Most if not all other perks have been modified and slightly altered and changed within this particular mod. Very interesting indeed. Have a read up as always if you guys aren't too sure of what this one includes. The downside of this one is it's going to be now taking 4 extra points to max out smithing, and slower smithing progression is going to be within there. Personal example, it takes 2 ranks of blacksmithing and 27 smithing to upgrade a certain bit of armor to the next upgraded available tier. Even out, however, if you're still with the first legendary at 91 smithing, this will double the upgrade chances, and like a small percentage of this one, is a small price to pay for the extra armor value rating on a weapon, or if you're throwing a blade onto the grindstone. Very interesting indeed. I urge everyone to read up before downloading this particular mod if it does suit you, or you want a new alternative to the smithing within the vanilla base game. Guard Armor Replacer 2K coming in at 309 92.6 megabytes of a download. I wanted to cover the 2K version. There is a 1K version out there, but that is almost less than 100 megabytes cheaper than this one. So why not get the 2K instead of the 1K for almost an extra 100 megabytes? Why not, as we're sprinkling in this massive mod. But for this particular one, the features are all guards' armors have been replaced with heavy and light variants. Stormcloak's armor has been completely replaced. Elite, Whiterun and Solitude armors available as rewards for city quests. New Stormcloak weapons. And honestly, I think this is really nice indeed. We've covered other different guard armor replacers in the past, and they have been absolutely awesome. This one is really nice too. This looks great. Honestly, I feel like just going around to the majority of the cities of the holes themselves, slaughtering everyone and grabbing a piece myself, which I did obviously for the thumbnail, but this is absolutely great. I love these armors. They look really nice. Again, if you don't want to download this massive one for the 2K version, there's a slightly cheaper version on the download size, but it is scaling it back down to 1K. So if you want to go completely balls to the walls and you want something a little bit extra and a little bit more sauce for just a smidgen more, I'd probably opt for the 2K version. So guys, that's the end of this episode. This has been episode 645 within my series, guys. If you did enjoy it, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me an awful lot. If you're new around here too, why not consider clicking that little subscribe button right next as well. There is going to be a bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification in some way, shape or form every single time I post a video like this to the channel. But guys, until the next one, this has been Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.